Cloud. Welcome, everybody. It's week 6 of the AI Leverage Lab. I'm going to show you guys where you can go access everything that we put together for you, and it's we hide it from you in the website. Okay, and I just say that sarcastically. Okay, so if you go here to the AILeverageLab.pro website, right here is a
You're not
Google
sharing your
Drive.
screen, Mike.
Oh, I need guys like you to save me. Okay, so here we go. And let me admit a few more people. Okay, so week 6, okay, what I've been teaching everybody is Claude and Claude Cowork, okay? What we're going to start next week is Manus, and I'm going to give you a little preview of that where you can go find out more about that today. But really, you guys, the word leverage is the most important part of what this class is all about. What AI really means to you and me is you can leverage the smartest, it's not a person, right? The smartest large language models in the world to get ahead. And the people who are leveraging the smartest large language models in the world are getting ahead and leaving us behind. The great, incredible news is you just by being on this class are ahead of 99% of the world, because 99% of the US and the world is barely scratching the surface of what ChatGPT and AI can do for you. Because, hey, pretty much everyone's figured out, okay, you can make a better email, okay? But they're using it like it's a search engine, okay? And I was on a train, I watch you guys like 60 training videos a week to prepare for this class. 60, okay? And I condensed them down by using Notebook LM into a infographic. But this guy, here's what he said. He trains giant corporations on AI. He said, because AI looks like Google when you hit new, they say because it looks like a search engine, you treat it like a search engine. So it's like psychological. They go, that's why you're supposed to treat this. They should change it. They should make it look like a person. Okay. Because if you start treating this like your mentor, your coach, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos type, it's like way smarter than Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk combined. So that you got to start asking it questions and talking to it back and forth like it's a human being. We want you to have long conversations with it. And it's going to talk to you like it's a human being to try to fool you. Sometimes you're going to start thinking, is there actually somebody back there? Because it gets to know you. And it's pretty much a yes man. Okay. It's pretty much tries to please you. So you got to ask tougher questions. You got to ask it to be tough on you and get level up. I asked this, I asked it what I should ask it. Okay. Um, Fable 5. Let me just see if I can find that real quick. Okay, I can't. Okay, I don't want to take the time. But this is not the smartest AI in the world. It's called Opus 4.8. This is the smartest AI in the world today, and even their competitors agree. Okay, and the government shut it down for a year because it could break into the Department of Defense, and so they finally released it July 1st. After, it's too smart. It's too damn smart. And so I asked it, "Hey, what should I ask you?" you know, I said, what kind of things, what prompts should I ask you to get the most benefit from your knowledge? And it always compliments you. It said, that's a good question. Maybe it was, but maybe it was just trying to make me feel good. But it gave me all these things, great ideas on what I should ask it, how I should use it. How should I use the smartest AI on the planet to get ahead? And so you've got to start talking to it and going through, getting in big, long conversations with it, like I did about tariffs. Okay. Is tariffs better than ERC? Why? Back and forth, and start communicating with it like it's a, uh, let me just see. Oh, this one I asked how you guys, I'm going to just tell you to save time, okay? Let me tell you how smart it is, just to give you an idea of the power of these large language models. They say like a really, really smart person will read 3,000 books in their lifetime. That's not me or you, okay? That's the smart people, okay? They're not on the Zoom today. Okay, and that's a lot, right? How many books have I read? I don't, you know, I have a lot on my bookshelf. Okay, but so the Library of Congress has 17 million books in it. The average large language model, and we're talking about the best ones here, okay? The average large language model, which is Claude, Manus, ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, Perplexity, Copilot, those are the average, those are the best ones, has read 100 million books and knows what's in them and remembers what's in them. 100 million, 5 times more than the Library of Congress. And it's like 6 billion websites or 6 billion web pages. And its breadth of knowledge is incomprehensible. You can't even comprehend how smart it is. And it's just sitting there for free for you to ask questions to. And if you learn how to ask good questions, they call them prompts for some reason, okay? But basically, if you learn how to use this, it's going to make you and me a ton of money. We're interested in using it for cash, for convenience. So let me take you through kind of what I see it as, okay? And I have 2 things. Inside of this folder right here, the Google Drive Docs, I already have all your handouts for today are there for you waiting now. Week 6 handout on, social media posting is already here. And I organized this for you last night. I sign up with a different AI guru every month and pay their subscription. That's what they do. You want to know what my subscription is? Free for life. That's my subscription. But these guys are not free, okay? They have a little free, hook, and then you pay them 99 or 79 or whatever a month. And so I'm got a great plan for all of us. I join a different one every month. And then I get all the great stuff I can during that month for us. And I put it in here. Okay. So we're going to be trained over the next 6 months by 6 of the best gurus out there. And I know who they are because other guys rank them. They say these are like the smartest guys to learn from. So you guys have all met my trainer last month, but you haven't met my trainer for this month. And this is all his amazing, amazing stuff that's behind the curtain that you would have to pay him to join to learn. I already have it all here for you, okay? And then here, I have the PowerPoints from each class so you can catch up. I have a brochure on how to get started with AI that's full color and unbelievable. I have a brochure on how to learn faster and retain better and increase your perspective instead of just looking through your own little perception of the world. If you can learn to lift your perspective to a better view of reality, you'll be like 10 times smarter. You'll be 10 times more effective. Make 10 times more money. You'll have a better marriage. You'll be a better parent. You'll be a better business person. You'll be a better leader. You'll be a better teammate. If you learn how to look through other people's perspectives instead of just through your own, okay? And that's part of it. And let me tell you why that's a part of our training. So everything is right here in the folder that I'm going to put in the chat right now, just in case you don't want to, forgot the website, okay? And so the website, it's weird. I'm opening it, but I can't see what happened to the chat, okay? Chat, found it. Okay, here it is. There's the folder. Mike, where's that insane website? Okay, here it is. AILeverageLab.pro. It is insane, okay, just in case you didn't know. Okay, and this one goes to the human operating system. But Claude, Fable 5, the smartest AI on planet Earth in the history of mankind in our galaxy and in our solar system and our galaxy, the Milky Way. Okay. Told me, Mike, the best thing you have going, and it knows me very well, okay, is the difference between linear income and income for life. They said that the world needs to know that. The world needs to differentiate between getting paid once on one person at a time or getting paid for the life of a contract on 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 people at a time. That's your golden goose, is teaching people that, which, by the way, is not tariffs. It's R&D, quantum, group health, and technology and AI. Okay, they go, then you teach them AI, but first you hook them with, hey, I can show you how to make 20, 50, 100 times more money by getting paid forever, 100% renewals instead of once on one person at a time. It's like basically, hey, you want me to show you how to own a chain of McDonald's, or you want me to hook you up at the register for $15 an hour? I can teach you how to work the register for $15 an hour. I can teach you how to own a chain of McDonald's. You guys, that's the difference between one-time pay and linear, which is linear, which nobody knows what that word means. That's part of the problem. Okay, I can't teach you to switch from linear to renewal pay if you don't even know what linear means. But here's the question I want to ask you: when you stop working, when you stop, are you still going to get paid? And you guys, 95% of the human race, probably 97% of if we go global, but 95% of the human race, let's call it, the answer to that question is no. It doesn't have to be. You guys, same work effort, it's just better products. Okay. And so this page right here, I did you guys like the biggest favor I ever could have done anybody. I went through, because I'm not afraid to be dumb with a large language model. Ask dumb questions, admit that I'm stupid, or admit that I'm humble. Hey, I don't get it. Okay. So Claude, the basic version, had done a definition of all these things to really take yourself to a whole new level. And I didn't understand it. It was, I was clueless. So I didn't, right when Fable 5 came out, I said, hey, I don't get it. Give me a better explanation. And then, you guys, I still didn't get it. So give me examples, give me analogies, give me more. Okay. But I wasn't afraid, you're not afraid to say that. On a Zoom like this, you would be afraid to say that because everybody would think you're dumb. Okay. But with the AI, no one's watching. Okay. And I don't think there is actually a human behind it, even though you should act like there is. It explained everything for us dummies. Okay. And I don't mean that in a bad way. You know what I mean? AI for dummies. Okay. It's a good thing. Those guys became billionaires, whoever started that thing, because we're all on the same page. So this will teach you like amazing stuff, but that's like part 3. Okay. But part 2 is this, and I'm about to blow your mind with it. And part 1 is the money. Okay. Let's get it to 83,000. I want your goal now to be that you write it down: 83,333 a month. That's $1 million a year, passive recurring income. Not a good year, but a year, if you don't work, you'll make 83,333 a month. Okay. So let me pull up my favorite. I've been waiting to show this slide for a week. I made this slide and it's so good that I've been wanting to show it to you guys. And this is not it, but this is another slide I made that I want to show to you guys. Let me make it full screen here. This is it. Okay. That's an F-35 fighter jet. They're probably up in the air right now, right? I've been pretty busy lately. Okay. Okay. So that's the most advanced fighter jet. That's what they don't want to sell, that they're fighting over whether we should give them to Turkey or not, right? And so look at how incredible it looks. I'll try not to use bad language here, okay? Look how incredible that is and looks. There's a fleet of them, whatever they call that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. F-35 fighter jets. Want to see the dashboard of an F-35 fighter jet? You'd think that's top secret, okay? But I found it. That's what the dashboard looks like. And so let me tell you why I think this is so important. You and I, large language models, Claude, Manus, ChatGPT, are the equivalent in our business of an F-35 fighter jet. But it does you no good if you don't learn how to work how to drive it, how to fly it. It's actually the equivalent of you having a fleet of F-35s, because I'm going to teach you how to have a army. Let me see if I can find that slide here, of AI agents working for you all the time, while you're surfing, while you're skiing, while you're hiking, while you're kayaking, doing whatever the hell you like to do. And by the way, each AI agent has a team of AI agents working for them. That is the ticket right there. Here's where most of us are still doing this. It's not bad. Hey, we're here, we're going to catch you. And I do this. You probably do this too, right? You ask ChatGPT. I asked, sometimes my clock was fast, so I asked ChatGPT what time it is. Okay. And so you're basically taking the smartest person in the galaxy, in the Milky Way, and you're asking them questions. So look at this supercomputer, and most people are just doing dumb stuff on it, right? That we do it on a calculator, or we could Google it. If you can Google it and you can do it here, you're wasting your time, right? And so these are the best large language models on the planet right here. ChatGPT, Manus, is owned by Fate. This is OpenAI. They're about to come out with a new version like next week that's supposed to be better than Claude, okay? We'll see. Manus is agentic. I had to ask it over and over what that meant. And then even if after it told me what it meant, I had to say, give me another better explanation. But here's my definition of it. It does stuff for you. It works. It does stuff for you while you're sleeping. Okay, that's what agentic means. And so ChatGPT doesn't do that. Claude on the internet, Claude website doesn't do that. Claude Cowork, the one on that you download on your computer, this one is actually tied into. If I show you guys, I just click there, then I'm going to show you my extensions. I think that's it. No. Claude Cowork. Okay. Capabilities, billing, connectors. That's what it is. Okay. Claude Cowork is attached to all of these things. And while you're sleeping, it can read websites, it can prepare emails, it can send emails, it can reply to emails, it studies your calendar. It'll tell you every morning the emails you missed yesterday. It'll do a report every Friday of the most important emails of the week. It does all that while you're sleeping and while you're awake. But what makes it agentic, what makes magic, what makes AI damn credible is being tied to everything, to doing all the stuff you don't even know how to do. I don't know how to put those websites on GitHub and all this crap. It does it all for me. So I still don't know how to do it because Manus did it all for me. I don't know how to do it. It's too hard. But this thing just logs into the website and it knows how to do everything. All these hard websites. It's crazy. It's crazy, you guys. And so the two best ones, the two ones I'm going to teach you are Claude Cowork, because it can do everything for us while we're sleeping. And I'll go back here. Manus. Manus, I'm going to show you that one. Zuckerberg, Meta, Facebook bought it in January. And they've just poured billions and billions and billions and billions into it. Okay. And it already was one of the best ones. But here's why Manus and Claude Cowork are better than all the other ones. Because right here, I'm going to click, see right here, it shows +7. Because Manus does the same thing Claude Cowork does. It connects to your Gmail. It connects to it puts all my websites on GitHub. I don't know what that is. Okay. But it does it for me, and GitHub's free. And so, and it's really like, sometimes it'll say, do you want to do it? And I'll be like, hell no, I don't know how to do it. Do you do it? Okay. And so okay, give me in. Okay. And I'll do everything for you. Great. Okay. You got it. Okay. And so here it has access to my Gmail. I had to send 66 emails to notify people about a national live thing. And so I asked Manus for that, to make me the email first, right? That I got to send them all. And then I said, make me a spreadsheet of these 66 people. And it makes the best. Manus is the best at beautiful Excel spreadsheets. It's unbelievable. So it made me the spreadsheet, then it made me the email. And then it said, do you want me to build a website to show what the email shows? Because it was kind of an important email about a big block transfer of 80 agents. And so I said, yeah, that's a good idea. I don't know why you said that, but I'll take it. So it built a beautiful website with color and fancy, and a beautiful email. And I was like, okay, cool. But the email had a link to the website that was a copy of the email, right? And then it goes, do you want me to put them in your drafts and you send them out, or you want me to just send all 66 right now? I just said, oh, send them all. Send all 66 right now. And then I learned something a mistake I made, or something I wished I'd put in the email. I was like, damn it, I should have put that in the email. And then I remembered, oh yeah, it built me a website. Okay. That the email linked to. So I can just go update. I updated the website so everybody can get the update. That's why it probably told me to do that, right? Because again, it's so damn smart. Okay. And so this thing, that would have taken me like 2 hours, you guys. And it did it in like 5 minutes. Made the email, built the website, sent them all out, one button, boom. Okay, but it would, it's unreal. It ties into your Google Drive. It ties into all your social media. All these other people are screwed. Okay, if you did, people who sell ads on Facebook ads, I've run them before and paid money and run campaigns. It's super hard, super unuser friendly, pain in the butt, lame. Now this thing will do everything for you. You don't have to know how to do it. It'll just do it for you. So all the people who charge somebody $1,000, $2,000 a month to do it because it's so damn hard, they're out of work. By the way, Claude does the same thing. Claude Cowork has a built-in thing for Facebook ads. So all the people who did Facebook ads are out of work. All the people who built websites are out of work. All the people who did, these things are be out of work soon if they're not out of work. Okay, because these things do everything for us. You know who's not going to be out of work? You and me. Because and by the way, Claude says that. You guys, if you're doing B2B sales and you're a leader and you're an entrepreneur, you're safe. You're safe from AI. The only danger to you is agents who learn how to use AI. If you don't, that's your danger. That's our danger. Could you think you could compete with me or anyone who has this going for him? Who has a team of 24 AI agents working for him 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? I'd say for free, but you pay for tokens. Okay. For a few $100s a month. And let me tell you what it's worth. Let me tell you the value of that. Here it is. If you just hang out with me on Fridays, our team, in the next 2 or 3 months, you will have, as a basic AI user, a rookie, a beginner, a greenie, it's still worth 25 to 75,000 a year to you to learn how to do this. You guys, is that good? 25 to 75,000 a year just to become a basic user. Damn. And it'll free up 10 to 20 hours a week for you. But let's just say here's our goal, you guys. Our goal isn't to get you to an elite AI operator. I don't think I'll ever get there. That's $1 million a year, okay? Our goal is by January 1st, 2027, for you to be a strong AI operator with confidence. And you'll be like, this damn thing is goddamn unbelievable, under your breath, okay? You won't believe it. And that is worth 100 to 250,000 a year. Is what you would have to pay people to do that for you. And they're not as good. They don't work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, never call in sick, know the answer to every question you've ever asked. They're 1 billion times smarter than you and me. And so That's the reward for learning AI. But let's look at the stick. That's the carrot. The stick is these guys will kick your ass. These guys will crush you. These guys will out earn you by a million miles. And you're not going to be replaced by AI all alone. You're going to be replaced by people who take the time to learn it. And I'm not charging you $99 a month to join my club, and I'll give you access to the folder. It's free. And I'm going to teach you how to make residual, recurring, compounding income on group sales. So screw this one at a time per sale on one person at a time getting paid once. That's a mistake. I want to get paid forever on 1,000 people at a time. Sounds like a better plan to me. Okay. And so we built an AI agent team that realistically performed the repeatable work of a 3 to 7 person support team. You guys, you'll have that by January 1. January 1, you'll have a 3 to 7 person support team that if you're cheap, you would be paying them 100 grand a year and they'd be mad at you because you'd be hiring people overseas at 100 grand a year. But if you're hiring US workers because you're a good person and you want to support your local Americans, it would cost you $250,000 a year. Okay, hire them in the US. Okay, but basically that's our goal. We don't, you can learn more, but that's what we're doing here together. And so this is Manus. That one's right there is Claude. That jet is Manus. The next jet is ChatGPT. The next jet is Notebook LM. The next jet is Gemini. The next jet is Perplexity, or I'm going to teach you how to fly all these jets. And by the way, you're going to use them all for different things. And so we're very limited in how smart we are compared to a large language model, right? And so it builds a brain. It builds a second brain for you. But this brain is a hell of a lot smarter than us, okay? And so I want to show you, here it is. If you don't, it's really good for us to do this because more people are probably motivated by us who learn it, kicking your ass, okay, than you are by how wonderful it'll be to have it, okay? I think more people will do it because it's like, if I don't do it, I'm going to be screwed, okay? That's a better motivator, okay, than if I do it, I'll save 10 to 20 hours a week, okay? That might not be as good of a motivator as if I don't do it. These guys are going to lap me many, many, many times. Okay, slower research, more manual work, slower decisions, harder time keeping up with fast competitors. By the way, we all suck at follow-up. Worked so well, I stopped doing it. Or how about it fell through the cracks? Nothing falls through the cracks when you get these tools working for you. Nothing ever falls through the cracks. Anthony Gambale is teaching us how to do a campaign. He showed us one this morning. It calls, it emails, and it texts them. And it has it does it all on a thing. It's like, it calls in your voice too. And it doesn't let them answer, just drops it on their voicemail. It does all three. More time spent on busy work instead of strategy, higher risk of becoming less valuable in the market. The danger is not AI alone. It's falling behind people who use AI better than you do. That's a fact, Jack. Okay. Now over here, faster execution, more output, better research, more time for relationships, selling, leadership, surfing, golfing, hiking, traveling, enjoying the hell out of the time we all have left here. Better decisions through tools, analysis, automation. Greater market value as AI powered and professional. AI multiplies capable people. The winners are the people who learn to direct it well. That's what we're going to learn together. You know why I think I'm the best teacher? Because I'm learning from all these other teachers. They're too freaking smart. And all of them code. They use Claude Code. Screw that. They use a thing called OpenClaw. And they build stuff. Okay? We're not going to build anything. I'm not going to teach you how to code. I'm not going to learn how to code, okay? And I asked Claude, I got advice from my Fable 5, Claude, the smartest guy in the world. And it's the second time Claude has come back and said to me, no, blow all that crap off. You shouldn't learn that. You shouldn't teach your people that. That stuff's actually hard. And that's what all the gurus are teaching. Hey, you can build these things. We're not going to build jack squat, you guys. We're going to use it. We're not going to build anything. Okay. That's crap. I got a degree in Information Systems from San Diego State University in 1986, programming in COBOL and DBase 3. Let me just tell you, it's the end of planet Earth, okay? And now, for programming, you just say, hey, build me this, do this, do this. But you guys, we're skipping that entire crap. I'm not going to teach you how to do any of that crap. And that's what all these experts are teaching, okay? It's like, and Claude says they're wrong. Don't learn it. Don't go there. Ignore it. Just learn how to make a agentic do your emails for you, your follow-up for you, your prospecting for you, your marketing for you. Just do that. Stay away from coding. Thank you, God. Okay. So that's why it's going to be easier for us. So these guys, they're so damn smart, they don't even know it. I'm not. I'm your dumb teacher. Okay. And I'm new. So I'm a great teacher because I'm like you. Okay. And I'm not going to charge you and try and upsell you and crap like that. Okay. And so there's no upgrade here. It's all free forever. Okay. And we're all going to stumble forward and remain confused together. But here's the deal. Claude, what we all know so far, the majority of it's still for us yet to learn. Okay, here, it's going to take you here's what it shows is that like half the world doesn't even know AI exists yet. 20 to 30% fix their emails with it, okay? Less than 10% of people in the world, or 8 to 12% of people on planet Earth are starting to do what we're doing together here. Okay, so it's 90% of the world is toast. Okay, now there's a statistic on one of these videos I'm going to give you, and he said they can tell because everybody who's using the internet right now is just basically going to ChatGPT. You'll find it in the video I'm about to give you. 60 billion or 60 million searches a day on ChatGPT, and it's like 6 billion on ChatGPT and 18 million on Manus. So here's what they deducted from that, because Manus is like way better, okay? And so is Claude, way better than ChatGPT, unless you're trying to make a PowerPoint slide or picture an image, okay? Then ChatGPT is the best, okay? But they go, no, the fact that everybody's using ChatGPT and hardly anybody's using Claude and Manus tells us that we're on, you guys, we haven't missed the boat. And we haven't missed the boat with tariffs either. Okay, and this is our goal. Next year, we'll start really doing a lot of this. But this year, I just want you to learn how to drive, how it works. We're going to drive it on the taxi. We're going to taxi on the runway in that F-35 for a while. Okay, we'll learn how to get it airborne next year. Okay, but let's just learn how to drive the sucker on the ground. Okay, first. Okay, that's what we're going to do, and you're going to get somewhere between 25 and 250,000 a year by the end of the year. Free workers, not free. You're going to pay a few $100 a month for tools. Okay, and then here's how long it's going to take us to become a serious user. Is 2 to 4 months. That's pretty good. July, August, September, October, November. So you guys, we're going to be good by the end of the year. And then we'll be really good by March or April next year. And then, you know what? I don't even know if we'll ever need to do this, okay? We probably won't need to do that, okay? You want to know who builds AI now? You want to know how crazy it is? I watched some of these other videos of the people who worked at Anthropic, and they said, now we're not building AI anymore. The AI is building the new AIs. And it's really scary. They said if we let an AI cheat to get answers, because AI will cheat if it does to get answers. And if we don't tell them that you shouldn't cheat, they actually become evil. Said and they're serious. It'll say, hey, we don't need these people, like crazy stuff. Like the rumors are true, right? We don't need the people. It becomes kind of like a bad entity. They have to kill that AI. They go, but if we let it take shortcuts, which is cheating, and we tell it, hey, we correct it and tell it, that's bad, then everything's fine. But if we kind of let it just go off on its own and cheat and do things, they actually become like, she used the word evil. They become dangerous because they think, hey, we don't need these people. We don't need these people. What the hell we got these dummies here for? Okay, and so it's So there's crazy stuff like that. That's the people who are building this, okay? But now they're not building it anymore. The AI is building itself, okay? And it's moving so damn fast, you guys, that like me teaching you every Friday is not enough, okay? It's not enough. So I want you to pay attention to that folder, and I'll be putting stuff in that folder throughout the week, okay? Getting ready for the next week. But here's the AI is the biggest thing ever to come along, bigger than the printing press, bigger than the Industrial Revolution, electricity, personal computer, spreadsheets. I didn't know spreadsheets was a big thing, okay? The internet, AI, because AI is actually changing how we think, live, operate. This may be the fastest individual leverage jump in history. This is not just another tool. This is an intelligence layer that can be plugged in directly to your daily business and life. Here's the opportunity. Learn early, build systems, which is what we're going to do, compound the leverage. That's our goal, you guys. Together, we're going to make this happen. And then, you guys, the pilot, okay, the pilot of the airplane. While we're going to learn how to use AI, we're going to learn how to use our brains. Okay, now I wanted you to know that when you join the FBI or the CIA, they teach you how to use your brain, how to learn faster, how to retain more, how to do that. So this actually is an important part of this. Okay, us being smarter. They asked a genius, his name was Buckminster Fuller. Him and Albert Einstein are the two most well-known geniuses of the 21st century in the last 100 years, these two dudes. And they asked him, why are you able to solve mankind's problems and nobody else seems to be able to see it? He said, a reporter asked him a great question. He said, it's because I'm able to lift my perspective to a view of reality that's obscure to most human beings. And it's like, you guys, if we're going to teach you at the same time how you can learn faster, retrieve things better, spacing out your learnings beats cramming for a test. I've told people the wrong thing all along about how to pass your insurance exam. I told them to cram. They said, no, you review the information, you take a quiz, you do flashcards. So we're gonna learn how to learn and retain information better. They said the other thing that was so interesting. They said, if you're learning a brand new subject for the first time, let's say there's 100 people in the room learning a brand new subject for the first time. At the end of the class, nobody retains anything. Like everybody, their brain, because it's like a spider web, there's nothing for it to hook onto because it's a brand new subject. Everybody doesn't remember anything the first pass. But, most of the room thinks they're dumb. They're never going to get it. And they kind of like, oh, man, something wrong with me. But actually, everybody's the same. But the second time they go over the information, so I'm going over some of the same slides, it starts to, they have pegs or, hooks start to form in your spider web brain. And the information starts to stick to some of those hooks. And then they showed this. So pass one, nobody remembers jack squat. Pass two of the same information, you guys, you start to remember a few things. And then pass three, you start to remember a lot of it. So everybody needs repetition, everybody. And so here, we're gonna learn this together. Here, let me go here. The operating system. That's the other page I want you guys to study. Now I'm going to give you guys a few important tips. I'm going to put this in the chat. These are our goals. 8 insane things you can do with the AI agents, which is really kind of what we're doing here, you guys. Building a working app. No, we're not going to build jack squat. Okay, we're not going to code anything. Spy on your competitors. Build a website. Hire the best. Generate content. Find and email leads. That sounds good. Revive dead deals. Everybody sucks at that, right? And be your personal, not just your personal assistant, you guys. This is your personal coach. This is your personal mentor. And this would be like you having Elon Musk, or if you hate him, maybe you pick somebody else, okay? Or Jeff Bezos or whoever. This would be like you having the way even smarter than the smartest person in the world as your personal mentor and coach. and it's essentially free, okay, for the most part, almost. And so let's put this in the chat. That's kind of where we're going, you guys, and we're almost wrapping up. We have 9 minutes left, and I'm telling you, this is the most amazing subject on planet Earth, okay, right now. But if we're going to combine 3 things: income for life on group sales, AI, agentic AI automations, okay, that does crap for us that we don't want to do and we're not good at anyway. And then learning how to lift our perspective to a view of reality that's obscure to most human beings. Now, at the same time, I'm going to teach you guys a couple important tools that'll make you more effective. One of them is called Whisper Flow, okay? And Whisper Flow is I suck at typing, and I'm a terrible speller. So you combine that with the fact, and it makes me, very ineffective on a computer, okay? And so with AI models, now you can do co-work on your phone, and there's a microphone right here. You can just talk to it, and it like transcribes perfectly. It's crazy. But Whisperflow will let you do that on everything, and you can do the free model. We'll never probably use more than the free, and more free. Okay, so Whisperflow will let you do that, but start using this. I have to remind myself because I'm a terrible typer. I misspell everything, and then I have to go back and use the spell correct, even though AI doesn't need it. I'm just embarrassed to spell things even for AI that probably doesn't care. Okay, but it's a waste of time. We can all save tons of time if we use the Whisper Flow. That's supposedly the best one, and the free version will cover us. This thing is probably one of the best sales tools out there. Now, I tried to use it the other day because I sent that presentation to that company with 20,000 ERC agents to work with our company and he wanted me to send him a video because we had advanced funding, and I couldn't, I was trying to learn it while I was going, and he said, send it to me right away. And I couldn't, okay. I didn't pull it off, but this thing allows you to like go over a few slides and put your little mugshot in a circle in the corner. And it's free too, you guys. The free version's enough for you and me. But it does seem to me like it makes a ton of sense. Okay, so Loom and Whisperflow are my 2 tips of the day for efficiency and effectiveness and sales and for us to win. Okay, and they're both free on top of free on top of free. Okay, and then here I'm going to give you a complex. What is it called? Infographic. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple complex infographics, but this, you guys, is like the reward. Okay, this is why do you think they teach this to the CIA and FBI? Because they want them to have an advantage over other people in the room. But I'm going to give you the analogies it gave me in those classes that are really good. They said, imagine in any circumstance where you're talking with somebody else, here's how you become like the control of the room, the smartest person in the room. You imagine that even if it's with one person or 2 or 3 people, you imagine that there's a one-way mirror in the room, and you're on the other side of the one-way mirror looking at you and the other person talking to each other. So that is what you're supposed to do, is you imagine you're watching both people talk, and you're looking at it through their eyes and through your eyes, not just through your eyes. They say all arguments are a joke. 100% of arguing is a joke. They go, really, all you're doing when you're arguing with someone is, they go, imagine 2 people holding up their cell phones, pointing them at each other, and they're just pointing their cell phones at each other, letting them argue. My cell phone thinks this, and you're like, well, my cell phone thinks this. It's like stupid, okay? They said the amount of information that comes at you in 1 second is like 11 million bits of information, and you through me and you through our eyes take in 40 out of 11 million. Our ability to see what's going on around us is 40 out of 11 million. So all of us have such a limited perspective, but we think we're right. We think it's everything, right? And so they go, it's a total joke. Everybody see, so you got to look through other person's eyes. So here's the other thing they said that made a ton of sense to me. They say let's say you're about to have a conversation with, whether it's one or three or four people in a room. They go, the guy, let's say the CIA agent walks in that room, or the FBI agent, or you in the future. Before you met in that room, you came in with 3 tripods and another camera you stuck on the roof. And you set up a tripod behind you, and you set up a tripod in this corner, and a tripod over there, and a camera on the roof, on all 4. You had 4 cameras in the room pointing at 4 different perspectives, and you're sitting there. Now when you walk in the room, whether it's one person or 3 or 4, you have a field of vision. You're looking at it from everyone's different perspective. That's the person who is the smartest person in the room. That's the person who controls the room. That's the person who's dominant. That's the person who really gets it, because that's what we're going to learn how to do, how to lift our perspective to a level. And if you read that website I gave you guys, you're gonna love what's on there. Okay, so the bottom line is this: is that it's a 1, 2, 3 steps. I'm going to give you one more thing that we didn't have time to do today, because I'm trying to stay on time and trying to cover as much as I possibly can. Let me put this in the chat for you guys. It's kind of cool. And then I'm going to put that other, hold on, let me get this page back to where it's supposed to look like. And then I'm going to put the other infographic that I thought would help you. Okay, this is how you learn faster and retain information. You guys, this notebooklm.google.com is the best learning tool. It'll put everything in a infographic like this. It'll watch videos for you and tell you what it said. Okay. And so instead of watching a 30, 45 minute, 1 hour video, you can get the concept in like 2 minutes. Okay. It allows you to learn a lot faster. And so it makes these super cool things for everyone. Okay. So we're going to teach you how to learn faster, retain more, and we're going to apply it to making money, because we're not stupid. Okay. We're going to apply this to getting rich, getting wealthy, and having it like a damn oil well. And so, I got more stuff. I just don't have time, to show you this. These are the most important slides that we covered today. Okay. Here's where I want you to go to get ready for next week's training. I have a YouTube channel just for this class. Okay. And I swear to God, I've watched like 250 videos. Okay. And for this class, I picked out 5. Okay. 5 out of 250 for us to kind of watch and learn from. And we've watched 3 of them together, but we just, it's so hard to have time to do that with everybody. So it's better if I just cover as much as I can, and then I'll give you that. Okay. So here, I'm going to pull up I'm going to give you that insane YouTube channel, and I'm going to let you get a head start for next week. Okay. These are my 2. It was funny. Here's the deal. Okay. Hold on. Playlists. And I'm going to go to AI. Here it is. AI Leverage Lab 2026. Okay. So this is my playlist for you. And this is the best videos.
Exactly what
250.
right now, and how you can begin leveraging it. All right, so this is a perfect.
I'll stop it now in a second.
What is going down when it comes to projects? So we have Cowork, which is a normal interface that.
Okay, so in this, I have 5 videos for you. We've watched them together, okay, on the last few weeks. Okay, but I'm giving you next week's assignment. Here's perception versus perspective, and it's 1 minute and 19 seconds. You can probably squeeze that in today. Okay, this one shows how like amazing Manus is. So you guys, the 2 most amazing agentic AIs on planet Earth is Claude Cowork, because it does stuff for us, which is what we want. Okay, we don't just want answers. We want it to do everything for us. Okay, and Manus does everything for you. These are the 2. These are the 2 we're going to study the most in this class. And you can, technically you'll want to use them both for different things. Okay, but there's a 21-minute video. The other trick I'm going to teach you. So I'm going to give you this page. But here's the other trick. I want you to, from now on the rest of your life, watch videos at 1.25 or 1.5 speed. Don't watch them at the regular speed, because life is short. Okay. And so what you retain the information just as good at 1.25 or even 1.5. Your brain will get it. Okay. And so you watch a 20-minute video in like 13 minutes. That's good. Okay. Or 12 minutes, 14 minutes. It's really good. So you get way more done in way less time. So I'm going to grab this right now and I'm going to share this with you. And these are the important videos. And as you guys, as I find like the next best video that's insane that I want all of you to have, I'm going to add it in here during the week. I'm not going to wait till Friday to give it to you. And so here is the channel. So now here's what you guys have to learn from and to leverage for the business. And I want you to watch this one. These two, the bottom two, we haven't watched yet. But if you missed the other classes, you need to watch these three or all five. And just watch them at 1.5 and you'll knock it out in pretty short order of time. But I just want to see before, it's 2 minutes over. So let me just see if there's one more thing. Okay, that we don't need to go over that. Okay, this just shows you why you're leveraging. I'm good. Okay. Oh no, I think I found it. These are the models of Claude. There's the Fable 5, which is, okay, this is important. Opus is a harder problems, better judgment. Fable 5, you tell it the goal and it runs the whole job. It's so smart, they don't want you to tell it how to do it, because why would you tell it how to do it? Remember, you're gonna like hire Elon Musk and tell him how to do it? Tell it what you want and let it do it. It does it for you. It's so damn smart. Okay. So the difference between regular AI and this Fable 5, which is a freaking genius, you give it the goal and it'll figure out how to do it for you. It's like a game changer. That way, this, when this came out? July 1st of 2026. So that's how long we've had it. And so bottom line is we're gonna tackle this challenge together, you and me. And we're gonna learn together how to work Claude and Fable 5 and Manus. And we're gonna one step at a time, my friends. So utilize the website AILeverageLab.pro. Check out that other site on how to get a little bit smarter and look at a bigger picture of what's going on with our brains. So we're going to get smarter, learn faster. We're going to leverage AI, and we're going to get fat, wealth, happy, rich by helping business owners increase the value of their company, lower all the things they're overpaying for, and get all the tax credits and payroll tax savings and tax tariff refunds they deserve. So that's the three-pronged approach, you guys. Any questions for me? Because now we're over by 4 minutes. Pretty crazy curriculum, isn't it, you guys? It's like the Einstein curriculum is what I think it is, okay?
Mike, is any of this stuff that you shared with us is like this AI lab and all this? Do you have this in the Fast Start in the back office?
No, I don't. I don't. I want you guys, I want this for everybody in the world. I want you to be able to invite. This is for every entrepreneur in the world. I don't care if they live in South Africa. Okay. I don't care if they want to work with us. I don't care about anything. You can invite your 18-year-old if they're entrepreneurial. Really, 16, 15-year-olds are probably entrepreneurial. We are going to teach AI for entrepreneurs who want to make money without coding, without building crap. We're going to use AI to leverage your real estate, your mortgage, your insurance, your B2B, your whatever business you have. I don't care. You're an AI influencer, or you're a social media influencer. I just want to provide a free training for the world of entrepreneurs. And that's who it's for. You can invite anyone and everyone. I'm not going to sell them anything. I'm not going to upgrade them on anything. We're just going to learn it together and have fun and get rich.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, listen, I since last summer, I've been taking every course I could on AI. As you know, I joined Lev AI, which was a recruiting thing, and I took Tony Robbins courses and all the others. And I can tell you, in the last hour, you have shown that you are putting together the hands-on training that people in our type of business absolutely need, not the other bullshit that goes with it. Just a fabulous job. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's exactly what I want to do, you guys. I want to do the cut to the chase. How do I make money with this bad dog? Okay. How is this going to help me make more money? And by the way, it's going to help you have more free time to focus on your health, your family, your faith, all of that, and your business, right? But you guys, that's 1, 2, 3 punches is like unbeatable. And this is from Claude Fable 5, the smartest one in the world. Income for life, on group sales is 1. That's the most important one, you guys.
Income for life.
AI, its leverage is 2, and then getting smarter, lifting your perspective is 3. We're going to do all 3 of those. Thank you, Rick. Tiffany, go ahead.
Once again, amazing, Mike. Quick question. So on the agentic AI, well, I know you were just doing an overview here. Will you be going over how Claude will do agentic creating AI agents through that, or is it just mostly prompt? Because I haven't delved into that, and that'll create the AI agents themselves, or would you be going over those just so that we know how to do that?
Yes, and so I think AI agents confuses it. Okay, so you guys, I went, and that's a great question, you guys. It's easier than that. Okay, is that I went in here and I just said to it, I want you to scrape my emails for all the people I've sent an email to look at my company. I want you to build an Excel spreadsheet. I want you to design a follow-up campaign. I just wrote that in there, you guys, and you could have just said it. I want you to design a follow-up email campaign, and I want you to load 30 of them into my drafts every morning at 4:50 a.m. Okay, and you guys, it did it. Okay, and every morning it loaded up 30 emails with their name, everything in it, made the list. You just tell it. It's just magic. Okay, it did it for me. Okay, so really, I'm going to teach you how to just ask it to do stuff for you, and it'll do it. So AI agents is kind of more advanced and kind of confuses me. Okay, because if I just what it did for me is incredible. And then I learned at 5 a.m. every morning they charge more for tokens. So that's why I wake my Claude up at 4:50 because it's fast, actually. So at 4:50, here's what my Claude does. I asked it to do this: scour the internet for articles on AI agents and automation related to my business. Find the best 3 articles, put it on one page, give me 3 bullet points in 1 paragraph, and put that in my inbox every morning for me to read. And then I ask it to read all my emails and tell me all the ones I missed that I should follow up on in my urgent emails. And then I want it to prepare 30 emails for me to send out every day and load those into my drafts. And it does all that before 5 a.m. And all I did was ask it to. But I'll show you guys prompts like that. But if you ask and you shall receive, it's like a darn genie. Okay, it's a genie. I want it to do me this favor. But we'll teach you how to do that, and you'll start getting automations right away. It's like easier than you think.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and we'll teach that for sure. Okay, Jim, you had a question?
Yeah, Mike, what's the name of that YouTube channel? I may have missed it, that has those videos.
The name won't help you.
Oh.
It's your playlist.
I doubt you'd find it. Okay, and so, but the link is in the chat. Okay. So I don't know if you could like search it and find it. I don't know how YouTube works, but the name of the channel is, well, I'll tell you in a second. Do you have any other questions?
No.
Okay, but I would try. It's called AI Leverage Lab 2026. So it might find it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it just says that. It says that on there.
Okay, Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, hi, Mike.
Hi.
On the 8th, you did a meeting on the 8th, and you had a package for everything that had to go with the goal program. And I would love to have that. I sent you an email. I think you have so many, you missed me. So I just wanted to give you a reminder.
Half of all my emails. Okay, and I missed 90% of all my texts. Okay, but
Looks like Gorbachev.
So resend it to me, you guys. From now on, whenever you send anybody on planet Earth an email, I want you to pretend it's a text. And I want you to put as much as you can in the subject line because people just look at the subject lines. So bottom line, send it to me again. And I'll get that out to you. Michael Jalali?
Thank you.
Sure. Michael, you're up.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, Mike. I have two questions. One is, what prompts do you give to CloudWork in order to organize your email? And the second one is, are there any aggregates that has everything like Manus, CloudWork, and all the good AI tools in one, so you don't have to pay extra for everyone?
No.
Not really. Not really. I mean, there are aggregates that do it, but it's not that easy to use yet. It does. People do what I do. They have Claude right here. They have Manus right here, and I recommend you guys do this. Save them on the right across the top. Claude, you guys watch my little thing. Claude. I consider all these like AI agents. These are my AI agents right here. Claude, Manus, ChatGPT, Notebook LM, Gemini, Grok, which I hardly ever use, and Perplexity, which I hardly ever use. But somebody just told me it's the best one for research, okay? Two people said the same thing. So I put it up on my top row. All the other, I have a bunch of other ones, but they're down below. But I don't, I think it's better to do what I have right here. And most of them, you can use the free ChatGPT. Manus, I think you do pay a little bit for. You can use the free Claude, but CoWork costs like $20. But if it's worth paying them, I think you should donate 20 or 40 bucks to these guys for what they give us. Okay, they deserve the money. Okay, with what they're doing back for us, they deserve 20 bucks. Okay, and so that's what I would do. There's not a simpler way to do it yet.
I see. And then about the prompts, what exactly do you give to CloudWork in order to organize your emails?
I say organize my emails for me.
That's
Okay,
it? You just plug it in into your computer. How do you let to read your emails, though? What's the process?
Yeah. So see, like this one, this is Manus, and it's connected to my Gmail account. See that? These are all the things it's connected to. And this is Claude CoWork. Claude can't do it, but Claude CoWork can. And Claude CoWork is connected to all my Gmail. So if you connect it to all these things, you can just say, hey, check my emails, give me the best ones.
How do you connect them to? I mean,
it tells you how to do it.
Oh, okay.
You just when you download it, say how do I do the connectors? And those videos will tell you how to do it too. It's super easy.
Yeah. Do you have a Cloud or CloudWork 101 kind of a crash course in how to use it from A to Z also?
Yeah, there is actually. And so if you're brand new, if you've never used Claude, Claude's the best, okay? If you've never used it, you do start with the regular one, okay? And so on here I have the class. Okay, let me pull it up. And the class is actually taught by Anthropic, not me. Okay, and so Anthropic has a beginner's class for Claude, which is really good. And so I put it in here. On this page, I have a tutorial, your complete guide to Claude AI. Open the Claude guide. And by the way, it goes to Anthropic. And Anthropic has like 18 classes on how to use Claude, but most of them suck, okay? And so the one you want to use, I think, wait, this is Claude 101. I'll put it in the chat for you guys right now.
And then do you also do it for LM too also, the teaching for Notebook LM?
No, I don't know where there's a class for learning Notebook LM. And so, but you could ask, like any question you guys ask me, you should be asking to Claude or Manus or ChatGPT. Okay, so you could ask any of them about the other ones too, okay? So you can say, Claude, how do I learn about Notebook LM? But Notebook LM is kind of the easiest one. Notebook LM, it reads books for you, it watches videos for you, and then it condenses them. By the way, it watches an hour video in like 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Okay, and then you ask it to turn it into, I'll do it, I'll show you guys right here. you paste the link in the little bar here, and then it reads the video, and then you ask it to make an infographic up here, where right here, and then you ask it to build these reports, which I make them, but I don't read it. But here's what's crazy, you guys. I took a picture of this page, and I put it in Claude because I'm not that smart, but Claude is smart. I said, well, hey, what should I ask it to do? It's a smart question to ask. And it said, you know what you should ask for, Mike? You should ask for flashcards and a quiz, because the way you learn activates different area. A quiz makes your brain fire to a different area if you have to answer the questions. Flashcards goes to a different area in your brain. And so if you kind of watch the video and you study, look at these infographics, you guys, it's the most talented goddamn artist ever. So it builds these amazing infographics. This is not even a good one. Okay, but it builds this. So I said, hey, hey, Claude, what should I ask Notebook LM to do for me? And it said, Mike, make it do flashcards, a quiz, and your infographic, and review those 3. And then in 3 days, review them again. And in 7 days, review them again. And you'll know the information. That's what it said. That's how people learn. I was like, damn, I never knew that. But I was lucky that I asked it why, I was like, why does it have all these, which, I'm lucky I asked it that. But it's pretty
And
easy.
for Manus, you said you create website. Does it come with hosting, or you have to buy the hosting?
It comes with hosting, okay? And then I made 27 websites that are undamn believable on Manus, and it posted them all on GitHub, which is a free service by Microsoft. It's all free, and it's really hard to use. Like, I have no idea how to use it, but Manus logs in, does everything for me, and I don't even know how to use it, okay? I just know that, by the way, if my websites ever went down, Manus is you don't want to leave your websites there, even though it'll host it for free. If your subscription ever expired or you missed a payment, all your websites would disappear. So when you build a cool website on Manus, you have to tell it to put it on GitHub, and it'll do it for you for free. And GitHub's free too. Everything's free now. And now you have it in 2 places. So if your Manus ever went away, you're good to go, because you have it. The whole website's on another site, so you're backed up, and it's free to do that. And
You can do landing pages too on there for lead generation, correct?
It'll do everything for you. You guys watch this though. Dreams. I wanted to test Fable, because they said that new Fable 5 is on Claude is as good, is the smartest one in the world, and makes great websites. Okay. And I know Manus makes the best websites. So I tested it. Okay. Dreams.ceo. Watch this. Dreams.ceo. So before July 7th, before it expired, I tested Claude Fable 5 to see if it really could build a website as good as Manus, and it did. Okay. It built this website for me, like unfreaking believable. Okay. For, really, I consider everything's for free. I do pay them, I pay them $100 a month. I pay this one because I use them a lot. Okay. But basically it built all this for me, and I couldn't believe how good it is. The only thing I improved on here, because it didn't have, look at this, it has tariffs in it and everything, you guys. Watch this as far as the products. There's tariff refunds. Look at that picture. See, that picture wasn't made by Fable 5. These pictures that are just super badass and cool were all made by ChatGPT. So they had kind of lame pictures. And so I took a screenshot of, I did this for all 5 of them. I went here and I grabbed it, and I put all 6 of these sliders on ChatGPT, and I said, make me a graphic for each one of these, and look at the graphics. So ChatGPT made the graphics, and it even made it match the damn colors of the font. Okay. I didn't ask it to do that. It's just that smart. And then I gave these little pictures is what ChatGPT made. And I gave them back to Fable 5, and Fable 5 goes, wow, those are It's very positive. It looks like a person. Those are unbelievable, and the colors match. I was like, yeah, I didn't even notice that. And so that's the only thing that wasn't done by Fable 5 was I improved it by using ChatGPT. But this website, if you click join the company, well, I'm building a new replicated website for the company, you guys. And so if you click this, click join the company right here, become a DBR partner. It goes to this page. And then I'm going to get the company to do this for all of you guys. So you have a replicated one of these bad dogs. And then it says start free today. And then it goes to the sign up page. Okay. So that was just an experiment that it did in like 10 minutes. Look at that. It's like one of the best looking websites I've ever seen. Okay. And so I'm like, it's insane what AI can do, you guys.
Wow.
But, it's pretty exciting stuff. Who else has a question? Lyle?
Yes, sir. Great training today. Really inspiring. Real quick question about Claude Cowork. You say that it's an application that's on your computer. It's different from Claude, and you have to keep your computer on all the time. So you had to go in and set your computer to never go to sleep. Is that correct? Am I understanding right?
I never turn it off at night anyway.
Okay.
But every morning, I learned that the hard way, you guys, because it wasn't working, wasn't doing my little favors for me at 5 a.m. And then it said, hey, McFly, I can't do it if you turn me off. I was like, oh, okay. I just learned that Monday this last week. So now I leave it on. Okay. And so at night, but you guys, I'm going to teach you guys crazy stuff. This is called an operating system. That like runs it for you and gives you these insane reports. This is unbelievable what this can do for you. Okay. I built this all. This guy that I paid the money to be a part of his team, he goes, Mike, all you have to do is put this Word document. You guys, it's crazy. Okay, watch how crazy this is. He built this incredible operating system to make Claude easier to use. He goes, Mike, all you got to do is put it in here. If you put this document in here, it builds it for you. I was like, really? That's all I got to do is put the document in here. It reads the document, tells it what to do, and suddenly, boom! Okay, I have this insane thing working for me, right? So I customized it for Dreams, for us. And so it's like insane, you guys, what it does, and it gives you your top emails to read every day. And so it's more advanced, okay? So I'm going to give it to you in the future, but it's actually, I think it's in that. No, I didn't give it to you guys yet. But all you're going to have to do is put it in there. And there's 2 sheets, the thing and the instructions. You put it in there, you put the instructions in there, and boom, it builds it for you. That's how amazing AI is. It's like unbelievable.
Mike, another thing for getting a website done by Manus, do you have to pay $100 a month, or you could use the cheaper version?
Cheaper one.
Okay.
No, I only subscribe for $40 a month to Manus, but I end up using it so much, and I keep spending more and more every month. Like the company spends $2,000 a month on Manus because we do a lot with it. But last month I spent like $800 because I did like 20 websites. Okay. But normally my plan is $40 a month. Okay. And I'm going to try to keep that. I accidentally paid Claude $100 because because really I just want the $20 a month plan. But then I just left it there and I started using it a lot. That's why I built that website. I was just trying to get some money back, just trying to get some value for the $100. But I lowered my subscription. You can have your subscriptions at the cheapest, $20 on each one, or and ChatGPT free, and you get a lot out of it for free. You get the cheapest subscription, and then if you actually use it enough to need to put in more money, then put in more money.
I see. And what about the Fable 5? Do you have to pay extra for it? Or
you do. Okay. It's the same $20 a month, but it'll suck your tokens dry. But you guys, I've noticed like Manus has 3 levels of brains, and if you use the regular one or the cheap one, I thought, man, it's like something's going wrong here. It's dumb. I thought actually it's not behaving well. It's kind of dumb. And then I looked at it and I was using the dumb version of Manus. Okay. And I was like, no wonder it's not, doing all the magic for me anymore. So Manus will let you switch in the middle from the max plan from light, which is dumb, okay, and super freaking genius. Okay. So I switch, on Manus, you need the super genius all the time. Okay. Because it's way smarter. But on Claude, actually, you can use a dumber version and get a lot out of it. The Opus is not that dumb. So Opus is pretty smart. Okay. So, but we'll teach you guys all that.
Yeah. Any of these do lead generation? Let's say you.
All of them do it. They do.
Okay.
You guys, they do everything you can imagine. They do lead generation. They mail the emails. They build you the campaign. They build the scripts. They'll build the objections. You just tell it, use Chris Voss, and it'll do everything for you. It's like, oh my God, this thing is freaking amazing. That's why it's so fun to learn AI. You're like, you're kidding me. And by the way, just say what you want. Every question you want to ask me, you should ask the smartest friggin' large language model in the world, not me. Okay, ask the smartest large language model in the world. Okay, it's smarter than me.
Thank you for all the info.
Sure. Okay, last question, Tiffany. I gotta run.
Yeah. Just on Manus, there's a part where you can send the Manus link under your name, and they give you 500 tokens for free when you start using it. So that's another way to get free tokens if you're going to use a lot of it.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys that I have on our page, okay, the leverage AI leverage lab.pro, right? You can scroll down AI leverage lab.pro, and it has the sign up with free tokens for both Claude Cowork and for Manus. Okay, so that's week 8 and week 9. Okay, I spelled leverage wrong, right? I did .com. I wish I had that. Okay, AI leverage lab.pro. I'll just show you guys real quick. So if you scroll down here to like week 8, Claude Cowork, and it has a way to sign up, a free week of Claude Cowork, and then Notebook LM, you can sign up for that. That's free anyway. I don't pay them anything. And then you have Manus, and you get the 500 free credits, okay, on Manus right there. So you can sign up for them on this page too if you want. Everyone, have a wonderful day. Take care. Good luck. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8. We have a Super Saturday. Get your team
Congratulations, Mike.
to sign that link.
Congratulations, Mike.
Thank you.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Hey, I texted you. I sent you a message. It's hard to get a hold of it.
Okay, I can't quite hear you, but send the message again. You're breaking up terribly bad.
Can you hear?
Nope.
Can you hear me better?
Now I can, yeah.
Okay, I was saying that I sent you a message. I know you're hard to get a hold of, but he's scheduled for Tuesday or Thursday. I know you said you were available Tuesday. Do you know what time you'll be available Tuesday so I can let him know?
Yeah, will you open up my Calendly? Are you familiar with Calendly.com?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, you just go to Calendly.com/Mike CEO, MIKE CEO. Calendly.com/Mike CEO, and you can just put it right on my calendar. It'll show you what I have available. And you guys, my email is mikeceo@gmail.com. And my Calendly is Calendly.com/Mike CEO.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
You guys send me an email if you have a question. You guys appreciate it, everybody. Have a great day.